14th May, Saint Mathias, Apostle, Feast. He was chosen by the apostles to take the place of Judas, so that he might be a witness of the resurrection of the Lord. The story of how he was numbered with the other apostles is found in the Acts of the Apostles, chapter 1, verses 15 to 26. A reading from the homilies of Saint John Chrysostom. Show us, O Lord, which man you have chosen. In those days, Peter stood up in the midst of the disciples and spoke. Peter was an impetuous man. It was to him that Christ had entrusted his flock, and he was the first of the apostles. And for these reasons, it was always he who was the first to speak. Men and brothers, we must choose from among ourselves. He allowed the multitude to choose, and so secured honor for those who were elected, and avoided any ill feeling that might have arisen against himself. For great matters like this often have evil effects. Did Peter himself then not have the right to choose? Certainly he had the right, but he refrained from exercising it in case he might seem to be guilty of favoritism. Besides, he still did not share in the Spirit. They put forward two, Joseph called Barsabbas, who was surnamed Justus, and Matthias. He did not put them forward himself, but all did so together. It was he who made the suggestion, pointing out that it was not his own, but came from an old prophecy. So he was interpreting, not giving orders. Peter continued, "We must choose from among these men who accompanied us." See how anxious he was that they should be eyewitnesses. Even though the Spirit was about to come, he was very particular on this point. He went on, "From among these men who accompanied us during all the time that the Lord Jesus went in and out among us." He meant that they had lived with the Lord, that they had not simply been disciples. In fact, from the beginning, many had been following him. Notice, for instance, how this is evident from the words of the evangelist, one of the two who heard John speak and followed Jesus. During all the time that the Lord Jesus went in and out among us, beginning from the baptism of John, Peter's words were accurate, for nobody had been told what had happened before then, although they did learn it from the Spirit. Until the day when he was taken up from us, one of these men must become with us a witness to his resurrection. He did not say a witness to his other acts, but simply a witness to his resurrection. For a man would be more worthy of belief if he could say, "He who ate and drank and was crucified also rose again." What was needed was not a witness to the time preceding this, or to the time following it, or to the miracles, but a witness to the resurrection. Those events were public and openly acknowledged, but the resurrection had taken place secretly and was known to these men alone. All prayed together, "You, O Lord, who know the hearts of all men, show us." You, not we. It was right for them to say that he knew the hearts of men, for the choice was to be made by him, not by others. So they spoke confidently, in the assurance that one would be chosen. They did not say choose, but show. Show which you have chosen, since they knew that all things had been preordained by God. And they cast lots for them. They did not yet judge themselves worthy to make the election themselves, and so they asked for a sign to instruct them.